Hey, what's up guys, it's Bravo. Today we are looking at Abandon, another look at some of the jump strategies and tactics you can use on this map. First of all, I want you guys to check out, if you could, artist named Jack Dempsey is giving away a guitar and also just put out a song and a video. All proceeds are going towards the Red Cross. I'm going to put the link in the description. If you could quickly like the Facebook page, like the video, leave a comment, whatever you want to do to help me out. It'll just take a second. It would mean a lot. Now let's jump into Abandon. And the first thing is that these backwoods and this back cliff area has a lot of nooks and crannies, little areas you can get away and hide and mess around with people. If you do have a sniper or something, you can use these sight lines here. Also important is this little rock back here. If you find a last-minute sniper, I've been in a few standoff games myself on this map. So if you do have a sniper back here, you can quickly poke out and snipe someone top middle, go in ring 4 or something like that. And now as we swing back around here, this is something that not a lot of people use, but it's pretty interesting. I don't even know how many people know about it, but this little back route down here, if you are to run away, say you get a bad spawn or someone's chasing you, you could just be like, peace, and then drop down, and this is going to give you a 10-second soft kill. And if you do have jetpack, of course, you just jetpack right back up. So if you're trying to stay alive with sniper, or once again, just messing around with someone, that's a cool little spot to know about. You can walk pretty far down it without dying and getting hard killed. Now this angle is very important. I like to use it here to shoot top middle. So if you have teammates spawning around red flag or pushing up towards main ramp, to be able to give them this angle and assist, you can get some good kills and also chuck some really good nades up there that will take out players who might be ring 4. Although that nade was a little bit of a fail. So now swinging around here through Purple Forest. By the way, some of these tips are going to be jetpack oriented and some of them are not going to be jetpack related. So this is going to have a little bit of something for everyone. Fighting through Purple Forest into ring is pretty good because you have the advantage in this situation. It's very difficult to grenade this area perfectly. So challenging people there, and then once you get someone weak, just jetpacking straight into ring 3 or going ring 4. I recommend going ring 4 every time you push into ring, unless you're playing against a very good team. If you're playing Infinity Slayer, ring 4 is just going to be safer because there's going to be no grenades, nobody there with a shotgun or a scatter shot. But obviously if you're playing against a very good team or you're scrimmaging, you're going to get picked off a ring 4 almost immediately. So now as we swing through, I think that really covers purple, not too much else there. There is a jump right here off this rock where you can jump into that crouch jump. So you can do it with sprint and without jetpack, but if you do have jetpack, you can get into this ledge right here, which is pretty easy to hug. And the reason it's valuable is obviously because it's unexpected, so you can challenge someone around here, but really it's just a ladder to get up to ring 4, which can be very useful and provide obviously a whole slew of angles. For example, when you are starting maybe at the blue base, what I like to do if a King of the Hill or Infinity Slayer is sprint here and then jetpack straight to this area. And reason being because you have a great angle right here where you can throw these main ramp nades and pretty much take out anyone who's pushing up, and you'll at least bring them to half shields, if not one shot, if not get a triple kill, which happens often. So this little spot, very hard to challenge, and if someone does shoot you, you can drop down to ring 2, you can drop down outside. Really, you have a whole slew of options, and if you want, you can then just continue up to ring 4 and continue firing against people. So now, if we swing back down here towards the woods, a little cool spot that people don't know about. So if you are holding this hill, for example, there's a hill right here, or if it's a standoff situation, if you sit right in this corner and look up, you can actually see through this crack, which is a little bit of clipping. I don't think it's intentional, but it's cool. So any player who's pushing across there actually can't see down to you. There's no way for them to check this area. But as you cross it, they will be able to see your footsteps go across there, and then they can plan accordingly. Maybe they have a saw, which just dropped, how appropriate. They can just jump up and take you out. Or if they just want to surprise you, or if they're playing SWAT and there's no radar, can be very useful as well. Obviously, Slayer Pro and SWAT, that'd be much more useful. So now as we swing around, a nice little area to use right here that's a little bit tricky. If you have the rockets or something, is just from right here, you can actually sit on this little ledge. If I would stop failing on my jumps, you can sit on this little ledge with rockets, so if you know someone might be pushing out of ring 1, or if you're just holding this blue area for some reason, it's a little bit of a bad angle because you can't shoot players up there, and splash damage might kill them if you have rocks, but it's really only to be used if someone's pushing out of ring 1, or maybe in a 2v2, probably you get punished pretty bad in a 4v4. So now as we swing around this back area, there's some little places to hide here. You can use sprint or jetpack to get into them, but for example, this place you can get all the way up into. So if someone's coming around the corner, you'll be able to surprise them. It's pretty dark up here, as you can see. They won't really be able to see you. So it is a soft kill right there, but if you do see, just inch yourself out. Whenever you're in a soft kill, I encourage you guys to inch yourself out and look a different direction. It might take you out of the soft kill zone. So hiding up here, of course, you have a little bit of angles on top middle. You can even jetpack up and finish kills up here, so a nice little spot to know about. as we swing around this back way, there's also a little bit of area back here that you can get into with these rocks, right here. So if someone's coming out top middle, excuse me, into the back base, back gold or back blue, whatever you call it, you can fight this angle right here. You can even see into top middle, I believe, from here. Just check angles right there. So that's kind of cool, just something cool to know. Now as we swing around the back, not too many ledges or jumps around here that it can be useful. But if we do swing over here, with only using sprint, you can get into purple forest. It takes me a few times. I haven't perfected this jump just yet, but as you see, you can just jump up to purple forest without having the jetpack. So if you are not a jetpack user, that's perfect to get into purple cave. Very useful, so go ahead and definitely try that one out. Of course, this stuff goes without saying. You can use these little jumps that are put there on purpose to get up to these back ramps if you're not using jetpack, so that's very useful. And now let's talk about some of the ledges that you don't need sprint to use. So if you want to get from the broken bridge into ring 4, you can just jump onto this ledge right here, and that's going to hold you right here, and you can jump up to ring 4 just like that. So that's the way without jetpack to get up to ring 4, and of course from there you can get anywhere you'd like, anywhere your heart desires. So that's extremely useful if you're not using jetpack, or obviously if you're playing a no jetpack map. That's the best way to get up to ring 4. Shout out to one of my subscribers who sent that one in to me. And now as we swing back here, another jetpack free jump. There we go. So that is pretty difficult to hit. You have to hit the back of this thing, it'll slide you, and you'll usually land right about here. As you swing back over, this is also a difficult jump that gives me some trouble. If you do have the jetpack, you can just sit right in this ledge right here. It's pretty easy to hover on. Just don't slip. No, got it. This ledge right here is actually pretty large. You can hide outside of it, and it provides an advantage, of course, because it's unexpected, but the bigger advantage would obviously be the short time it takes to get to ring 4 from there. But I've been told by Tashi that it is doable with just sprint, so let's give that a go right now as we sprint jump into it. Nope. Come on. There we go. So you're able to sprint there without using jetpack, and then I suppose you can then jump onto one of these areas to get to ring 4. Let's see how that goes. Hey, got it, got it, got it. Oh, yes. Okay. Well, it is possible there. So that's the way to get to ring 4 from that side as well, and can be extremely useful. Something else that can be used to your advantage would definitely be looking through these crates right here as people come through purple. You can use this bridge right here if you're playing like a SWAT or radar-free game type. You can see through here, so if you are challenging to ring, and there's no way that someone who's up in ring is going to be looking down there. So if you are playing with no radar, it's a nice little place to stand and kind of coordinate with your team. And then when you know there's a guy who maybe just dropped ring 1 who's going for the rockets, you get the quick assassination, and etc. So that can be quite useful as well. So now I think that just about covers all the cool jumps on this map. There are a few soft kill spots that I could go over really quickly. For example, anywhere around here. So if someone's chasing you, you can hop onto these ledges and you'll be able to fight up here for 10 seconds, which can be nice and make it difficult for anyone to kill you. You can also get into this area right here, which I'll show you in a second when my soft kill begins to recharge. So you just jetpack up right to here, and you can actually sit here for a little bit. You have 10 seconds, of course. If you go too far back, you will get hard killed, but that's just something to know for Infinity Slayer, that you can be, you can make that play. So another one that is useful would be right around here. This one gives me trouble as well. Sprint onto this little route right here. I think you just do one of these, and now you're on it. So this can, first of all, give you, look at this, you have this nice little willow tree thing to hide behind as people are coming through blue ramp. You have a nice angle here, you can see into the woods. You can throw this grenade, which will take out people who might be hiding over there. That grenade is what I was talking about. But of course, you can now sprint into ring 3. So that's huge. You can go back and forth between this thing, which is nice to have. You do not need sprint to do that jump either. Also up here at ring 3, if someone is chasing you, you can do this little wall hug thing, which is kind of like something on Ivory Tower, and then come back and fight them again, which can be a little bit deceiving. And you can also hop on this ledge and then hop all the way. Yeah. So if you are up on ring 3, you just hop onto this little ledge right here, and that's going to give you a clear-cut run to over here, and then you can flank around someone. So just to be able to dodge someone around ring 3 and ring 4 is useful, and nice to be able to do that, because knowledge is power. And I think that really covers the basics for this map. There are a few more areas where you can jump straight up. I believe maybe even right here. where you can get into the tunnel. Let's see if I can get this one. Once you're on that, should be able to just jump right up here, and then that'll get you up there. So that's a nice little jetpack free shortcut as well. I also encourage people to use this little area to see people spawning in the back, and then you can surprise them there. So that's a nice little line of sight that people will not be able to use against you, and you'll be able to see in the back. So there's a lot of nooks and crannies on this map, guys. I really encourage you to explore what's on this map, because you might be surprised with little new angles that you find. It's kind of cool to use them. So little areas that you can sit, and little jumps that you can do to get away from different people. Another nice little spot if you're sitting here with a shotgun or a scatter shot or a sticky detonator is on these little arms right here. It's just going to give you a minor height advantage that can really prove to be useful when someone's coming through the doorway. They're going to come around like this, and you're going to be up there, and they're really not going to be ready for that. You can use it on any of these little clips right here, and you'll get a little jump. Obviously, this one's a little bit harder to use on because you're exposing more of yourself to the front, but those can be useful as well. Also, there are a lot of little jumps on this cliff. For example, if you do not have jetpack, you'd normally have to go up this ramp or up this ramp to get up to the cliffs, but there are little spots and little nooks and crannies that you can hop into, just like this one, that will help you get up quicker. So just be on the lookout for that on this map. There's a lot of cool spots like that. So thank you guys for checking out this video. It does mean a lot to me. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already, and share it with your friends. Also, check out those Jack Dempsey links if you want to win a free guitar and support a good cause. Thanks for checking this out. My name is Bravo, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.